Now before we get anywhere near today's video, you might notice a slight change in the background by this wonderful picture signed by Mr. Ryan Jack himself. I need to give a thank you for this because this is absolutely incredible. If you followed my channel for a long time, you know how much I like Ryan Jack, and that is genuinely amazing. I'm getting it framed very soon and it should go on that wall just right there. But I need to give a couple of shout outs obviously to Ashley, Jack, Lauren for getting in touch and making this possible, but I need to give a special mention to Deke who actually arranged all of this and sent it to me. Absolutely incredible. I know he watches the videos. Ashley, let me know you tune in every week. Sorry about the content, I'll try and improve it eventually, but I greatly appreciate the support. And obviously the signed picture from Ryan Jack and the game jersey is absolutely incredible. And last but not least, a very happy birthday to Ryan Jack himself. Now, shall we get to the video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Let's do it, shall we? Hit them with the intro.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 92 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we're here to discuss another dominating performance from the Glasgow Rangers. And if I'm honest with you, I will never ever tire of saying that. And before we navigate through another ruthless performance from the Glasgow Rangers, as always, just a friendly reminder in case you are new around here and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing so and help the nation on our way towards 26k. The gap is closing in, lads. Let's keep the pressure up and let's smash another milestone. But without any further ado, it's late at night. Let's get to it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Rangers 4, Dundee 0. That's right, we didn't get the back-to-back 5-0s. We created enough chances, certainly, to even go beyond the 5-0. But you know what I mean? I'm not going to get too greedy yet that a 4-0 at home, another clean sheet, isn't good enough. But if I'm honest with you, the way that we started this game, the way we just tore Dundee from limb to limb, it looked like it was going to be a cricket score. It was absolutely frightening. And I've got to give a lot of credit to you guys watching. So many he's called out the Kamara goal. I didn't believe it. As always, you're right and I'm always wrong. What do you mean I'm always wrong? Who put that in? But Kamara ended up getting the first goal of the game, and it was a wonderful cross once again by James Tavernier. How many times have we said that this season? Him, an assist like that. Anyway, Kamara with a very good finish. It was a set piece whipped in. He reads it fantastically well and he doesn't celebrate, obviously showing respect to the club that he's just recently joined and he learned a lot at from his time there. But he was taking it so brilliantly, so calmly. And the rest of the game, spoiler alert, it absolutely strolled it. Now with the first goal coming in the 4th minute of the game, you just knew the next one wasn't coming too long. It was like buses, you wait. Well, 4 minutes you wait actually. But another one comes at the exact same time. Within 4 minutes, James Tavernier on the flip end of this time. He's not assisting, now he's banging them in. Down the right hand side, terrific work. Tavernier, Candeas all involved. It goes to Alfredo Morelos who shoots at the goalkeeper. And if I'm being honest with you, the goalkeeper, not for the first time, makes a very good save, especially against Alfredo Morelos. But James Tavernier never gave up on it, didn't rest on his laurels, or already having a 4th minute assist. He continued his run into the box, into the penalty area, like all strikers are actually taught. Remember, he's a right back. Anyway, reads it, finishes it into the back of the net with his 40th goal for Glasgow Rangers. He's been here 4 seasons now, right? Okay? 40 goals. He's a right back. What? And before we go any further in the video, by the way, is anyone else's OCD going absolutely mental right now? Does anyone remember this shirt? Oh my sweet Jesus. No wonder I've got greys at 25. Wearing this wee dirty number, honestly. Now for the second game running, we go 3 up within the first 25 minutes because around about the 23rd, Alfredo Morelos gets his goal and it's a truly wonderful build-up from Glasgow Rangers. So many one-touch passing, something you hear Gerrard talking about a lot in his post-match interviews and press conferences ahead of games. He likes the one-touch pass, he likes passing and moving and getting behind the defence, especially when they're sitting in deep. You can hear he stresses it, and this is one of these goals you can clearly see the build-up. I know it happened throughout the entire game and yes, we created more chances, but this is the one where it all clicked into place. Now after a couple of lovely passes, it ends up falling to Scotty Arfield inside the box, who doesn't even need to look. He knows where Alfredo Morelos is. He hits it first time, drills it across the box. Yes, it does get a deflection, but credit to Alfredo Morelos, keeps his eye on the ball. Maybe not the cleanest contact once again for the second game in a row, but guess what? He smashes into the back of the net for another goal. Feed the Buffalo and he will score. He's just gnawing all day, lads, isn't he? And if you had told me after Alfredo Morelos scored that goal within the first 25 minutes that there wouldn't be another goal scored until the 89th minute, I'd have genuinely laughed in your face. It was absolutely a frighteningly strong start that we've seen in 3 games in a row now, but there was that stretch where we just didn't score. Maybe just the focus was just slightly off, but isn't it just about the goals in this game of football? Between the third and fourth goal, we need to focus on the midfield just for a moment, because we've finally got a Rangers midfield now that truly, truly dominates. We've seen it for 3 games in a row. Glenn Kamara, Ryan Jack, absolutely faultless once again. How are you going to pick between them for the man of the match? Just how is anyone going to pick? Because one of them scored a goal, which we've already spoken about, and Ryan Jack assisted the 4th goal. Whenever Dundee tried to get out and try and play, try and get forward, Ryan Jack and Glenn Kamara was honestly on them instantly like a pack of rabid wolves. They were just gone for the ball. If it wasn't a Glenn Kamara tackling, intercepting or blocking some kind of like shot or a cross or anything like that, it was Ryan Jack. A truly faultless performance by the midfield duo, and like I said, we've finally got those 2 in the midfield now that can really dominate a game. But it wasn't just Ryan Jack and Glenn Kamara that was dominating the midfield. There was another player who's maybe slightly gone underneath the radar right now, because everyone's talking about the Glenn Kamara who's just came in and just transformed in midfield. But Scotty Arfield, when he was on the field, boy did he run his ass into the ground. Like genuinely, every single time he was sprinting into the box. I think that's a clear thing now from Steven Gerrard. He wants Arfield in and around the box. Every single time it went out to Candace or Kent, Arfield, you saw him, he just sprinted near the box to get in and amongst things, and obviously got subbed off being rested for the Aberdeen game. I think that was a clever tactic by Steven Gerrard. But I just felt like I had to mention Scotty Arfield just in case he went underneath the radar. A fantastic performance from him. And yeah, the midfield was the stars of the show, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I could spend 55 minutes of this video alone talking about the midfield trio, but I couldn't come close. I just wouldn't do the performance justice. And I might get people from watching from other fans saying, oh, it's only Dundee at home or that. You can only beat what's in front of you, and we have absolutely beaten every single person in the last 3 games to a pulp. But anyway, moving on to the 4th and final goal of the game. It came from none other than Mr. Jermaine Defoe. That's right, getting amongst the goals once again for his 5th goal in a Rangers shirt. I did love the fact that we were truly dominant in the game. In the 65th minute, Steven Gerrard subs on Jermaine Defoe and leaves Alfredo Morelos on. I mean, how much of a savage is actual Steven Gerrard? But it was a fantastic goal as well, taken brilliantly, holds the defender off. The defender ends up falling off balance into the ground, and Jermaine Defoe smashes it into the back of net from a lovely through ball by Mr. Ryan Jack. But there is one player I want to finish up on, because I feel like the captain gets a lot of criticism, and maybe rightly so in some games. Yes, he's maybe not played up to his peak, but Captain Tavernier is really leading the boys by examples in the 3rd game. That is all you can ask from a captain. You look at his goals, you look at his assists, you look at his effort. A couple of times they tried to get by him and he was stuck in defensively. I mean, he got nailed in the 87th minute from behind. He got straight back up, and as soon as the ball went back to that same player, he went and nailed him and let out a yell. You can really see he knows what it means, and he's fully behind the cause. We won't talk about the half volley attempt about 30 seconds after that, because I think that's in Rose Ed. And honestly, I just wanted to finish up on the captain because it was a true captain's performance. But now I am all done and dusted. All that's left is for you guys watching this video to get your thoughts and opinions out there. And while we are getting your thoughts out there, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that'd be absolutely tremendous as well. It helps others find the videos and come up in search results everything. That'd be tremendous. But now it's time to jump to Twitter, and I genuinely can't wait for this. So let's hear from the people then. On the poll itself, it's got 1,266 votes. Thank you so much for getting involved. The 3 names that I actually picked for the man of the match poll, which again was extremely tough, was Tavernier, Ryan Jack and Glenn Kamara. As always, leaving the 4th option open as other. 2% votes for other. 8% votes for Captain Tavernier, which I think is a little bit low. 16% of the people votes for Ryan Jack, which I think is very low. But 75% of the people votes for Glenn frickin' Kamara. But over to the people then. Rampant Ryan Jack says Ryan Jack gets man of the match, considering the fact he's probably steaming as it's his birthday today. Jamie said, I voted Ryan Jack, but Glenn Kamara was absolutely superb. Great player. Smithy 1690 says Glenn Kamara all day, broke everything up and got a goal. 50k well spent. Alfredo Morelos writes in, Tav, I don't think it's the Alfredo Morelos, but you never know. Could be a channel legend like Mr. Ryan Jack. Bob Steele says, difficult to choose between Kamara and Jack tonight. Both were completely solid defensively, dominated the ball in midfield, controlled the pace of the game and were creative in the attack. Think Kamara just gets it though due to the overall goal. David Smith says, Kamara, whoa, just whoa. We paid 50k for him? Whoa. I think I kind of messed up the K there, but we'll keep it in. Cairo says, Glenn Kamara, has to be. George Pope says, Kamara for me rarely puts a foot wrong. Lewis Aird says, Jack, nothing else needs to be said. Royal Neil says, Kamara easily played like he's been there for years. And the last 2 or 3 that we'll actually read out in today's video come from Murray T1. He says, Captain Tav for me, goal and an assist. It doesn't go unnoticed. And the last one we'll actually read out comes from Bang. Says, you and Stuart, surely you're having a laugh with Tav, CJ. I'm not ending on that one. No chance I'm ending on that one. Right, let's do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. Bang! Aaron says Glenn Kamara by an absolute mile. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've heard the people's opinion. You've heard mine. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. And as always, if you would like to join the 51 strong on the Patreon's account, the link for that is down in the description below, where every single penny is getting funded back into the channel. I've been CJ Over 92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye.